I made a video last week wondering what the status of Colt and Vanessa's marriage was after Colt was spotted on Tinder. And it was a little weird though, because in his Tinder pictures, he was rocking his wedding ring and he said that he was in the middle of trying to figure it out. And Vanessa, she usually doesn't get on Instagram too much, but she decided to do a questionnaire on her Instagram stories, and someone asked her, "Please don't tell me the rumors are true and Colt cheated on you." And she said, "Thanks, but no, I left him over a month ago." Vanessa spent this past weekend in Vegas with a girlfriend, and someone asked, "What happened with your marriage to Colt?" And she said, "I wasn't in love anymore." And so someone asked her if she was planning on coming back to Reno, and she said she'll be back in mid-April. Someone asked, "Is there any hope of you two working things out?" And she said he needs to work on himself before being with anybody. And someone else said, "How have you coped with ending the marriage?" And she said, "Staying busy, traveling, working, concerts, visiting friends, and talking to a therapist." At least she's getting therapy, because I think that's very important after especially the end of a marriage. And she was asked, "Would you ever be with a woman? You're an absolutely gorgeous." And she said, "Well, hey, I may consider that next, since men obviously aren't working out for me." And someone else said, "Are you and Colt still friends after the breakup?" And she says, "Depends on the day." Someone else asked her if she has any current favorite couples from the show 90 Day Fiancé, and she claims she has not watched the show in a very long time. And someone else said, "What are your goals for 2024? She said, "Make money, travel, and really figure out where I want to live. I'm lost as F right now." And then someone else said, "Would you be willing to kick my balls now that you're single?" And Vanessa said, "Is this what single people have to look forward to?" Now I want to talk about Jibri and Miona. So she started posting pictures and videos with a new man months ago, and he was in a whole different country, and it was obvious they were no longer together. And Miona really still has yet to speak on her splitting up with Jibri. And Jibri, for the longest, when people were asking him on social media about his split from Miona, he was swearing up and down that they're still together. And he's like, "Oh, we're still together. I just want to keep my relationship life private from this point forward." A lot of people felt like that wasn't fair, because they went on a TV show and people had became so invested in their marriage, and now all of a sudden they're saying, "Oh, we don't want to talk about it anymore." Well, Jibri finally opened up in a Instagram post, and it's more of a rap that he did, and the rap was actually pretty good, and the lyrics weren't bad either. I will give him credit on that. And he posted, "Love is a gamble and heartbreak is beautiful. If you guys have ever been through a heartbreak, drop some broken hearts in the comments. I'll send the love back to you, and let me know some stories. I want to know what happened. I'm 30 years old, and this is my third true heartbreak, and this one hurts just as much as the last two, and all three of them were suburban women. I think it's time I leave the Eastern European women alone. In all honesty, it wasn't their fault, it was always me. I get to about 4 or 5 years and I throw in the towel. So I take full responsibility. Something about being in a long-term commitment makes me feel uneasy and trapped. Maybe I'm immature, or maybe I just haven't found the one. Anyways, I want to always be transparent and honest with y'all and show my true colors. I'm far from perfect, and I'm working on becoming a better man every day. Love y'all." So when he says like, "Hey, after 4 or 5 years, I want to throw in the towel," he kind of makes it sound like he's the one that ended things. So in the song, he talks about, maybe it was all the fights and the agony. Maybe it was us deciding to share our story on a reality TV show. And he just kind of goes down a list of possible reasons that the relationship didn't work out. Miona has yet to open up on her split from Jibri since he has spoke out and finally confirmed that they are no longer together. I wonder if they have started the divorce process yet or where they're at with all that. And now I want to talk about Natalie. So on the tell-all, Natalie was just talking about how she hasn't been in a very good place because she's out in LA where it's extremely expensive, living with her mother, and they're, I believe, like living in a studio or one-bedroom apartment where they're having to share a bed. A Reddit user posted in the 9-Day Fiancé subreddit saying, "Does anyone know when the tell-all was filmed? Because I happened to meet Natalie on Valentine's Day, and let's just say she was in a really bad spot when I met her. She said she was trying to sell her ring that Michael gave her and her MacBook Air at a pawn shop. She referred to Josh as her boyfriend, but on the tell-all, Josh makes it clear that they're not together. So I'm a bit confused." And I'm starting to feel, because like they were pointing out this last tell-all, they were saying, oh, I feel like this is deja vu, and that's exactly how I've been feeling. I feel like we're watching the same thing that happened last season with her and Josh, and it's honestly getting old, but I feel like she's almost content with this. I think she's fine being whatever Josh wants to be as long as he continues to keep funding her and giving her money so she can pursue her dreams. I think Natalie talks a lot about wanting to be in love and have a child, and I believe those are things that Natalie wants, but I believe at the end of the day, more than anything, her primary focus is on her career and her in the industry. I think she is so focused on that overshadows everything, and everything else just takes a back seat, and she's willing to sacrifice being single and Josh not giving her a title as long as she's still able to try to chase her dreams. And I think she's getting a quick reality check that it's not as easy as she thought it was gonna be. I think she thought, like a lot of people think, I'll just move to LA and next thing you know, I'm gonna be famous within a month and I'm gonna be getting in movies, I'm gonna be right next to everything. But once you go to LA, it's a lot more saturated. There's a lot more competition. The living expenses are incredibly high, but I feel like she's willing to let Josh keep banging her and not putting a title on it as long as she can still try to pursue her dreams. But I think she's gonna learn pretty quick that LA is not all that it's cracked up to be. But that is it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below. Check out my lashes and cosmetics at AccordingtoAmber.com. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.